How's it going today?
Good.
Okay, good. Okay, so what possibly brings you guys in today?
I feel like we've been fighting a lot lately, so I asked if we could start coming to counseling.
And you agreed to come?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you feel like you guys need counseling?
I don't think we really need counseling. I'm okay, but she
Okay.
keeps getting mad at me, so.
So fighting seems to be an issue. So do you agree with her that there's fighting a lot in the household, or do you feel like that's not an issue for you?
Yeah, we're fighting, but I mean, she just keeps nagging. So.
She keeps nagging.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you describe it as nagging, or would you describe it as something you feel needs to be said?
I describe it as it starts out to be just something not nagging, and then it ends up being nagging because that's the only way I can get my point across is
Okay.
to nag her and to ask her the same thing 50,000 times.
Until she finally does it.
Do
you
she
like
still
these
doesn't now?
She still doesn't do it. I just do it myself. I end up just doing it myself.
Okay. So you don't like the fact that she repeats things so many times and nags. Do you agree with her that she says things several times but that they still don't get done?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like, after you ask so many times, I just shut down. I don't really.
After the first time she asks, what happens? What are some things she normally asks you to do?
Like the dishes or something.
Okay.
Clean up a little bit around the house. I mean, I'm at work all day though, so when I come home, it's the last thing I want to do.
Okay.
I work too. You're not the only one that works. You just don't come home from work. That's the problem.
So you're
it's
home
when it's time to come home. You don't come home, and so I get stuck doing all the stuff and the chores or whatever you want to call them around the house, and so I get aggravated, and I just leave them for her to do.
So she says you don't come home when it's time to come home. Can you describe that a little for me? Why do you think she might state it that way?
I'm very invested in my job, and so I stay there late. I'm normally there after hours working on things.
Okay.
And she doesn't like that. She wants me to come home. But
Okay.
I like my job. I like what I do.
Mm.
So I want to make sure I'm doing it right.
So let me ask you one question. I see that, her staying at work late is causing problems in the home, mostly because you have to ask her to do things and you don't feel like you should do all the household chores. Is household chores or things that need to get done in the house your only concern, or would you also like to see her spend more time at home?
I mean, of course I want her home. That's part of the whole issue for me as well. It's not just things around the house, but I mean, how many 60-hour work weeks can we possibly have before, it's enough. Like, I get that she likes her job and she wants to be invested in it, but we also have responsibilities at home, and when are we supposed to spend time together if she's always at work?
Is this the first time you're hearing this, or you feel like you've heard similar words like this before?
Yeah, I've heard it before.
Okay.
I mean, we hang out on the weekends. We do stuff.
You feel like hanging out on the weekends is enough?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like if you came home earlier during the week that you would have more time to help her with things at home and maybe spend time with her?
Probably. But I don't want to be cleaning the house when I get home. If I'm going to come home and spend time with you, then I want to spend time with you, not clean the dishes or do the laundry.
So
around.
When's a reasonable time to get those things done?
I don't know.
Because if coming home and spending time with her in the afternoons means not doing housework, then when is a reasonable time to share the responsibilities of housework for you?
Well, I mean, if I come home early so we can spend time together, maybe we can do those things on the weekends.
Okay. What do you think about doing some of those things on the weekends?
I mean, that's just gonna cut into the time that we spend together, but it's fine. I mean, it's kind of that way already, but we can try to do more on the weekends. It's fine.
You don't seem fine with that.
I don't think she's getting the point.
Okay. What point do you think she's missing?
That you can only work so much. Like, we still have other things that we need to do.
Okay.
Well, when I work late, I'm also making overtime. I'm making more money so we can do more things together, maybe on the weekends or maybe when we take vacation.
Right, but how are we supposed to even enjoy any time together? Like, you're making all this money for extra stuff, but we're never together for us to use it.
What do you think about what she just said?
I mean, I guess she's right. But I need to understand too that it's not making me want to spend time with you when you just like keep asking me to do tasks. Maybe ask me, do you want to watch a movie? Or like, do you want to go out to dinner?
Okay.
Things that are actually enjoyable. I understand that things need to get done,
But you would rather her be asking you to do fun things rather than asking you to do responsibilities or things within the household.
Right.
Do you feel like you would take responsibility for some of those things if she asked you to do other things? What about, taking certain days where you don't stay late at the office? Would that help you or give you more time to do the things that she's interested in doing?
Yeah. I guess I can work it out, like a schedule, maybe.
Like a schedule that works not only with you but with her.
Mm-hmm.
So what is reasonable to you for how late she should stay or how often she should stay late?
I mean, I understand that you have to work late sometimes. Like, that's fair. I mean, we all do. It happens. But, I mean, even if you just came home regular time, like on Fridays, because then we could do the fun stuff and then maybe later get other things done around the house. So.
Okay.
Sorry. Let's work.
Okay. So that sounds reasonable. So maybe Fridays. Maybe is Fridays enough for you or I mean
I don't. Oh, I think it's reasonable to start.
It's reasonable. Okay. So reasonable to look at just Fridays, maybe going and having fun Fridays, and then you would still have time to do all the responsibilities. Okay.
I can do that.
Okay. So I think for now, what I'll go ahead and have you guys do, if it's okay, is this week just spend time doing something on Friday together. Maybe leaving the office at a decent hour and seeing how that works for you. And seeing if that does make a difference in any of the responsibilities at home that need to get done. And then we can reconvene more about the responsibilities next time we see each other. Does that work?
Okay.
Okay.